Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my what's now a weekly live broadcast. So it's good to see everybody. Sort of. Nobody's here, but it's good to see you anyway if you're watching. It's been kind of a crazy day, kind of up and down, emotional, crazy day. See, oh, there's Rose. Hi, Rose. Hi, Shirley. Because the dogs were really funny today. I don't know if you guys saw I think Rose Chastity, I think you did, but I don't know about Shirley, but I got dog coats for my dogs. I see you. Can you hear me okay? Because I have issues with my my Houdini. But if you can't hear me, then you can I'm sure somebody's gonna say, hey. Hi, Shirley. Anyhow, I bought coats for the dogs. They're purple plaid, and they're gorgeous. And I put them on the dogs, and they were, oh, too cute. Okay, good. They were, they're not very happy about them. So I put Selena's on, and while I was messing with Jasper's, Selena went and rolled around on the floor until she got the coat off. So then, okay, good. So then I put it back on her. She sat there giving me dirty looks. And then I put it on Jasper, and he kept trying. 3 times he tried to get it off, like walking down the street. So the picture I have on my wall of him is he was so mad. He turned his back to me. He only turns his back on me like that when he's really mad. So he was unhappy. But they seem like they're over their mad now. But we went for a walk. But would he eat you know what, if I have to put them up before because I have a romance writers meeting tomorrow, and before I go, I'm going to have to put them up because Jasper will tear them up. Yeah, like everything, the blanket on the couch, everything has to go up on top of, I have a dog crate that I use for a table, and it's going to have to go, those coats, my coat, the blanket, everything's going to have to go up on that table because I'll be gone like 6-7 hours, and he'll tear things up when he gets mad. So he's standing right there because he heard me start talking. But they did wear, I think he's going to give me the most trouble. Selena will bear with me because I'm mom and she loves me, and she's too much of a lady to be really rude. So I don't think she'll give me too much trouble. But he's probably I'm gonna have a little bit of a struggle with him for a while. But once I moved, they have this little hole in the back of their, like at the base of the collar, and you can stick the thingy for the leash down through there and hook it on the collar, the ring on the collar that way. Once I moved it like that, he quit, for the most part, he quit messing with the coat. So I don't know, maybe it was just uncomfortable. It was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. And I texted a friend pictures of it, and I said, am I a bad dog mom because I found that absolutely hilarious? She said, no. So, but it was funny. And I'm sorry. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I can't. But then I saw a review. It's a 3-star review, but it was an aggravating review. And there's just so much stuff going on lately that's just kind of had me a little bit riled. So I decided eventually that I'm just going to have to not think about stuff because otherwise I'd be like me and do a Catherine Levesque on us all, or Felina Hopkins, and go kind of wild and nuts. But I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I've been getting I've got this big long list of stuff, and half it's not got done. But I'm getting ready because I'm the president this year of my chapter, my local chapter of the Romance Writers of America. And tomorrow's the first meeting where I'm president. And I guess there's a gavel involved in this. So, I'll show you guys next week because I get it tomorrow, I think. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow I get it. Anyway, my news. If you've seen my blog, today was the first post in my Friday's Race to the Weekend feature. And I had fun writing that. It was like right around 500 words, and I had a whole lot of fun writing that. And how I wish that was a moneymaker, because I would love to immerse myself in that world full time for a couple of weeks and get that book done. But I'll have my fun in little bits instead. But it's on the blog, and this weekend I'm gonna write another 500 words for it. I also have to write a Thursday story because Merry Christmas, Mr. Darcy, the last post was yesterday. And because it's already published and it's already been on Darcy and Lizzie, I'm not going to leave it up for very long. I'm going to take all but the first chapter down, probably on Sunday, but it might be a couple days after that. Monday, I have an Austin Authors post, and it's a giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away, I think, 2 copies. Pretty sure I put that on the post. I don't remember now. 2 ebook copies of Merry Christmas, Mr. Darcy. And you have to, there's only a couple days to comment, because I think that's the 7th, and I think the 10th is the day. So, and then they announce it on the 13th. And then that's my new post. And then on my blog that very same day, I'm starting the feature where I share my Austin authors. That's going to be Jane on Mondays, or Jane's Monday, or Monday's Jane, or something like that. I have to come up with a snappy name for it. Right now, it's just Austin Authors posts. And that's what the category is when you look at the top of my banner. I got to move that. That's just making me, thank you. That's making me a little, yeah. We just don't want it, that glow. We just want to be able to see me. Anyway, and I've decided, and I don't remember if I said this last week, but I've decided that when those Austin Authors posts are all up, it's going to be once a month then that they'll go up there. The other 3 weeks a month, I'm going to have like a Jane Austen meme or some kind of research thing that I've done, or something Jane Austen-y on Mondays. So I'll have a full slate of stuff on my blog every week. I talked to somebody last week in the Great CenturyLink debacle. I went to my local library, and in the past, my local library has not been supportive. I've tried to get my books in there. I've tried to get, they were rude, and they apparently didn't want my books. So, but they've got some new people they've hired in there. And when I was in there last week, doing stuff, I think it was last week or the week before, doing stuff for like uploading things to KDP for the Merry Christmas, Mr. Darcy. I overheard her saying stuff about community things, and she came my direction, and I asked her, do you guys ever do stuff for local authors? And so we ended up having this nice conversation, and I took one of my books, I took to Save Elizabeth, and I took it into her the other day, and actually she wasn't there. I had to give it to the lady, and I said, can you please give this to Shirley? Okay, I thought, okay, that sounds like, please give this to Shirley. It's Shirley's book. Sheila is her name, Sheila. And so she turns it over, and she said, sure. She turns it over, and she looks at the back and says, this isn't our book. I said, no, it's my book. I wrote it. And she said, oh, give it to Shirley. I said, yeah. So I was like, Jiminy Christmas. Hi, Eileen, how you doing? So I was just, okay. So anyhow, they got my book. She must have read it, because she called me this afternoon, and said they would like to, they've approved for those. She asked me, do I have copies of these 2 books, Secret Betrothal and Darcy's Race to Love? And I said, oh, heck yes. So she said, sign them, bring them in. Hi, Deborah Ann, how you doing? Anyhow, they're going to put two or three of my books in the library. I said, okay. So I'm going to, I can do a book signing, or she called it a program. And she does like 45 minutes talking about myself and my books and, you know, the setting, all that stuff. So I can, I've done the Jane Austen thing before, like why Jane Austen fan fiction. And that's what I think I'll do. I think that's what I'm going to tell her that I wanted to do. So I told her I'd bring her those two books on, and she's probably going to have me sign the one that's in the library that I already gave her. But they can put a barcode on them, and they can, they'll put them in there, and they want to, and it's probably going to be in March, she said. And we'll just I'll do a 45-minute or so speech, and I'll have some books there, and, you know, so we'll see what happens. But I was kind of excited, because I said to her, and when we were talking last week, I said, you know, she said, well, do you have, are any of your books in here? I'm like, no, they won't put them in. I emailed them a couple of times and stuff. I said, I just never heard nothing. So new blood means new, but they're trying to make the library like a center of the community, like more part of the community, instead of just a place where everybody comes to research things. So let's see what other news. Tomorrow's Longbourn Literary Society broadcast is going to be at 3:30 Eastern time. I should be able to be home, and I may be from my kitchen again, and I may be feeding my dogs again, but I'm going to try to have that done. I probably will still be in the kitchen, but I'll try to have that done before, you know. Hi, AJ, good to see you. Before the broadcast, but we'll see. And I think I figured out the whole audio problem that I keep having with the Be Live broadcasts. And I think I just need to go in and make sure that my microphone is cranked up, because I was getting really mad because it kept every week for like 4 weeks, I think. I would get in there and nobody could hear me. Yeah, it's been like a month. 3 weeks it was, because this should be a month tomorrow, and nobody could hear me. And I would get all mad, but I think I have it figured out. So anyway, let me think. Oh, the tree, my beautiful tree, is still up. I don't want to take my Christmas decorations down, because like they're all plugged in, turned on down there, right? All the purple lights. It's beautiful, and I don't want to put it away. It's the first year in a long time I felt that way. Shirley lives in a small community. The library. Oh, see, our library. It was a bunch of old ladies, and they were rude, and they were mean, and you could never do it. They would do stuff for the little kids. They'd have a little kids, you know, they'd read stories to little kids once a week, but that was it. I know that they're having some kind of teen thing. Like I can't take the books and stuff to her until Wednesday. And she's going to have, because she's having some kind of thing for the teens. And I know they had a New Year's bash, like on New Year's Day or something, or that weekend. And that's not Monday. I thought they weren't open on Monday. Oh, I don't know. Sometime at that, you know, they had something going on, and she's really, that's true. Rude people are everywhere. It's just, I guess, because I grew up here, and I moved back here. Like it'll be in the fall, it'll be 10 years that I've moved back here, and I've lived other places where life is a lot easier. Like we're up in the snow belt, and apparently we like everything to be hard. So I get frustrated with the people that live here, because I know it doesn't have to be the way it is here. So I get frustrated. And someday, God willing, I'd like to move away from here again, because there's a reason I moved away the first time. But whatever. So, but I'm just glad they got new blood in there, because they've got a new media person, like marketing media person. This girl is, I don't remember what she's called. community relations or something. And it's just new blood, and they've got a lot of fresh ideas, and they're really, I really am looking forward, and I might spend more time at the library, because I know these people are here, and they want to, I mean, the fact that they've got a local author, that's a big deal. And, it's kind of sad that the other people didn't really relish that. I don't know, maybe somebody didn't man that email. I don't know, but, so she said, do you follow us on Facebook? I'm like, I don't know. I do now. I follow them on Facebook, but they want to, so they'll promote it, because they do all their promoting through their Facebook page. And so I'm kind of excited. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be a good thing. So, anyway, I got back on myself on my library thing, but I don't want to take my Christmas decorations down because they're so beautiful, but that's going to be next Saturday. I have to. They can't be up there forever. And I don't know what else is going on. There's not a whole lot going on here, really. Same old. This is my life. I don't do a whole lot. Like I don't go out too much. My friend Angela makes sure I get out of the house 3 or 4 times a year. We're gonna go, if the weather cooperates, we are gonna go to a Blake Shelton concert. He's got a couple, like 4 other people with him, 3 or 4, and that's who I'm going to see. I think one of them was Trace Adkins, who's really cute, very tall. I like tall guys. And of course, my sister likes him, so she said I can't have him, and I have to have Toby Keith. She said I can have Toby Keith, and I was like, okay. I think we have several men who write our history. Yes. I don't want Blake Shelton. Nobody better wish me on Blake Shelton either. It would be, yeah, I'm going to stay on that library thing because that's exciting. Yeah, I was like, well, she sent me this link, and I'm like, Blake Shelton, no. But then I looked, and I said to her, I looked at all the other people, and it was like, Travis, yeah. there was all these, and I'm like, okay, I really like him. So I said to her, maybe Blake will be last and we can cut out early, because it's in Pittsburgh, and that's a 2.5-hour drive. And if she meets me where we usually meet, she has to drive at least. I mean, we're kind of meeting the same, I guess, because it's an hour and a little over, maybe an hour and a half for me, and then it's like an hour or so for her. But so I'm kind of hoping that Blake sings last, and she's willing to cut out early. Yeah. So, and then we found out, because we went to Dwight Yoakam in Warren in October, and that same night Dwight is somewhere else, but she had already bought the tickets. And George Strait is coming to Columbus. I don't even know if there's still tickets available. George Strait is coming to Columbus on June 8th, which is 3 days before that day I don't celebrate anymore. And I'm like, and I had no money to buy tickets. I should look that up. Let me write this down. Check out George Strait tickets. Because even if I have to be up in the $50 nosebleed section, I would love. Oh, you are me. Look at you. You kind of hope he's first. No. Honestly. These are my friends. Oh, well, we try. Anyway, Angela makes sure I get out of the house, because otherwise, I would just stay in and not go anywhere. So, but that's one of my goals, is to get out for this year, to get out 2 to 3 times a week. And this is the end of the first week. And other than groceries, I pretty much have not gone out of the house. But tomorrow will count. So we'll count groceries and the RWA meeting. I could get there late. We may end up getting there late, because it depends on parking and how we do this. Because I really don't know that Wickham is going to make it all the way to Pittsburgh. And he might. I would rather not take him all the way to Pittsburgh. So if she will meet me halfway, you know, but we might be late. Who knows? We should find out who sings in what order. Because when we went to see Dwight Yoakam, Dwight sang last. There was another group, a group I'd never heard of. And then there was Dwight. And Dwight was a little over an hour. I want to say he was an hour and a half. And the other guy was like right around an hour. So I assume the headliner guy is last. I haven't been to a concert in years. I think the last time I was at a concert was when I took my grandmother. I had won tickets to see Kenny Rogers in Youngstown at the Shriners Center in Youngstown. No, I don't remember what it's called, but it's not even in like Youngstown. It's like, it's not Canfield. It's one of those little suburbs that I don't remember now because it was that long ago. Okay, the headliner usually sings last. I'll make sure we get there early. I bet you we will, because we'll meet somewhere. We'll meet, and then we'll go to eat, and then we'll go to that's usually how we do it, is we eat and then we go to whatever we're going to do. But it's a Saturday, so. But Willie Nelson, and he sang last. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. Then it's good to know. I figured that's how it would be. So I don't know. But that's all dependent on the weather too, because if it snows, I'm not, if we get some big major snow, then there's no way. It's 2.5. Even to meet her, it's an hour to an hour and a half drive. If we meet just south of where we usually meet, just south of Grove City. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm planning on going, so I have to have, I'm already working on lining up somebody to help me with my dogs. And that's, to be honest, the concert is February 23rd. And when I was married, my anniversary was February 24th. So I'm like, let's just go party. Well, I'm free. Let's just go party. Yeah, it's been a long time, but I still think of these things. Yeah, since my ex contacts me through Facebook a lot. That's how they get the lesser knowns heard. People stay to hear the main act. Oh, that's a good point. That's a really good point. So I bet, I'm going to have to look this up, because I bet the good looking one, whose name has gone out of my head, not Toby Keith, the tall one that I like. Independence Day, yes. I bet you he's right before Blake, and then I thought there was 3. I have to look it up again, but yeah, that'll be cool. Well, anyway, I've been yakking for more than 23 minutes. So I don't know. Trace Adkins, yes, that's his name. See. The things that just fly out my head, and then somebody has to say, oh, I think it was this. What are you going to do? When you hit the age I'm at, 20, you're also going to get forgetful. See, I managed to stop myself before I said what it really was. You saw Roy Clark at a honky tonk. Oh, cool. You shook his hand. Conway Twitty, he was a looker when the honky tonks were around. Yeah, those were the days. Did you know what? That just makes me think of John Schneider, because, he was a country. I mean, he was in the Dukes of Hazzard. He was Bo Duke in the Dukes of Hazzard. And I and 5 million other girls were in love with him. All right. I discovered recently that he is only like 4 years older than me. So I'm like, but then he went and saw a psychic, and I'm not into, yeah. So I thought, well, okay, you got issues, buddy. But that was cool. Anyway, I've also seen Reba. That's when my father took me when I was in college. So that was a long time ago. And Mark Chestnut came to Ashtabula County Fair when I was either in high school or I was early in my college. Yep. So anyway, we're going on 25 minutes. So, and I don't want to be here like tie you up very long. So thank you. I've never had that many people show up to a live broadcast before. I'm kind of excited. So I hope I didn't say anything stupid or embarrassing. We'll see. I don't know if I'll watch this again. I don't know. But I just want to thank everybody for coming. And I know that there's going to be comments that show up after I click the off button, so I'm afraid to click it. But anyway, I'll be back next Friday, and make sure you come tomorrow if you can at 3:30 Eastern to Longbourn Literary Society, because we're going to do our live, and we're talking about our goals for 2019. So, all right, everybody, thanks for coming. I'll see ya.